So, what's up guys, Mahmood here, and welcome to a first look at basically everything Samsung is bringing to the table for 2025. I just got back from their latest Unpacked event, and it's a lot. They've refreshed pretty much their entire lineup, and I've had a chance to get my hands on most of it. We're talking about the next generation of foldables, which are getting impressively thin, a whole new series of wearables with a fresh design language, some new tablets that bring premium features to a lower price point, and even some updates to their stunning TVs. And then there's the wild card, a smart home robot assistant named Bally that just roams around your house. It's interesting. This video is going to be a high-level overview, a quick tour of all the new hardware. I want to give you the key specs, my initial impressions, and what makes each of these new devices stand out from the last generation. Think of it as a highlight reel of what's to come. My goal here is to give you a solid first impression so you know what's new. But of course, with this much new tech, there's always more to talk about. So, as we go through everything, if you see a specific device you want a full, deep dive review on, or if you're curious about the official pricing and availability once it drops, let me know down in the comments below. For now, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with the headliner, the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And the first thing you notice, the absolute first thing when you pick this up, is the thinness. It is significantly thinner and lighter than any Fold before it. Samsung has been chasing this for a while, and it feels like they've finally cracked it. It no longer feels like two phones stacked together. It's getting much closer to a single, slightly thicker flagship phone, which is a huge deal for usability. A big part of that is the new Armor Flex hinge, which is not only stronger, but also allows the phone to close completely flat with an almost invisible crease. It's the best hinge I've seen on a Samsung foldable, period. Under the hood, it's running on what they're calling the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, which is a custom-tuned version of Qualcomm's latest chip. So performance should be top tier, but I'm more interested in what that chip enables for the AI features. Samsung is going all in on Galaxy AI, with things like real-time translation during calls happening directly on the device. The demo I saw was pretty seamless. They've also upgraded the camera system, finally bringing a 200-megapixel main sensor to the Fold. I'm really curious to see how it compares to the S-Series Ultra, because that could be a genuine game-changer for foldable photography. The rest of the experience is what you'd expect from a premium Fold, just refined. The inner and outer displays are brighter, more efficient, and feel incredibly responsive. The software is built around multitasking on that big inner screen, and the new AI-powered photo editing tools, similar to what we've seen on the Pixel, look promising. You can move subjects, erase objects, and expand backgrounds with generative fill. It's a spec monster, for sure. But the story here isn't just about the specs. It's about the refinement of the physical hardware. The Fold 7 feels like the most complete and mature version of this form factor Samsung has ever made. Next up is the clamshell, the Galaxy Z Flip 7. And while the Fold is all about getting thinner, the Flip is doubling down on being the fun, compact, and now much smarter foldable. The design is still that familiar, pocketable clamshell, but they've made refinements. The internal display feels more durable, and the cover screen, while the same size as last year, gets a higher refresh rate, making it feel much smoother to interact with. It's still one of the most useful cover screens out there, letting you do almost anything without opening the phone. The big story for the Flip 7, though, is battery life and AI. Samsung is claiming up to 31 hours of video playback on a single charge. That is a massive claim for a Flip, which has historically had just okay battery life. If that holds up in real-world testing, it completely changes the value proposition of this phone. It goes from a stylish phone you might have to top up midday to a reliable all-day device. That's a huge upgrade. I'm definitely going to be testing that claim thoroughly in the full review. Then there's the AI, which is tailored specifically for the Flip's audience. There are two features they highlighted that were pretty unique. First is an AI-powered outfit suggestion tool that uses the camera and your location's weather to recommend what to wear. The other is a meal suggestion AI that can look at the ingredients in your fridge and suggest recipes. It's a bit gimmicky, sure, but it's a creative use of AI that fits the lifestyle vibe of the Flip. It's clear Samsung sees the Flip 7 not just as a phone, but as a pocketable AI companion. So this was a bit of a surprise, but a welcome one. For the first time, Samsung is introducing an FE, or Fan Edition model, to the foldable lineup with the Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE. This is all about accessibility. The goal here is pretty clear: get a foldable phone into more people's hands by lowering the price of entry. And the way they've done that is by making some smart, calculated compromises that don't ruin the core experience. It still feels very much like a premium device when you hold it. The most noticeable difference is the cover screen. It's slightly smaller than the one on the flagship Flip 7. It's still very functional for checking notifications, controlling music, and taking quick selfies. But it's not the edge-to-edge experience of the more expensive model. Internally, the specs have been streamlined. It's likely using a processor from the previous generation, and the camera system isn't quite as advanced. But for everyday use, social media, browsing, messaging, it should still feel perfectly fast and fluid. Honestly, I think this is a brilliant move. The high price of foldables has been the biggest barrier to adoption for years. By creating an FE model, Samsung is following a playbook that worked incredibly well for their S-series phones. This makes the cool factor of owning a flip phone available to a much wider audience. It's for the fans who love the form factor, but don't necessarily need the absolute bleeding-edge specs or the biggest possible cover screen. It will be really interesting to see how this one sells. Alright, let's talk wearables. The Galaxy Watch series gets a pretty significant redesign this year with the Watch 8. They're moving away from the classic round puck design and introducing what they call a cushion shape. It's sort of a square with heavily rounded corners and edges, or a squircle, if you will. It's a distinctive look that feels like a blend of classic watch design and modern smartwatch aesthetics. It's comfortable on the wrist, and it allows for a slightly larger, more readable screen without making the watch feel huge. The lineup includes the standard Watch 8 and, for the first time, a Galaxy Watch 8 Ultra. This Ultra model is the one I'm most excited about. It features a full titanium case, which makes it feel incredibly light, but also super durable. It's clearly aimed at the Apple Watch Ultra and Garmin crowd, with enhanced durability, a brighter screen for outdoor use, and exclusive features for serious athletes. They also showcased new group training features, where you and your friends can see each other's real-time heart rates and stats during a shared workout, which is a cool social integration. On the inside, all models are running the new Wear OS 6, which promises better performance and efficiency. The big software addition is the integration of Google's Gemini Nano on-device AI. This powers smarter replies, better voice transcription, and more proactive health summaries. The health sensors have also been upgraded across the board, with promises of more accurate sleep tracking, heart rate monitoring, and blood oxygen levels. It feels like a major step forward, both in hardware design and software intelligence, for Samsung's smartwatch lineup. The S Pen for Less Tab S10 FE. Moving on to the tablets, Samsung is expanding its Fan Edition lineup here as well, with the Galaxy Tab S10 FE and a larger S10 FE Plus. These are all about bringing the core features of the flagship Tab S series to a more budget-friendly price point. And honestly, the most important feature they've kept is S Pen support. Both tablets come with an S Pen right in the box, which is a huge value add. It makes them great devices for students, digital artists, or honestly, anyone who just loves taking handwritten notes. To hit that lower price, the main trade-off is the display technology. Instead of the gorgeous OLED panels from the flagship Tab S10, these FE models use high refresh rate LCDs. But honestly, they still look great. They're bright, colourful, and the high refresh rate keeps everything feeling super smooth. Whether you're scrolling through web pages or sketching with the S Pen. They haven't skimped on the battery either. Both models have large batteries that Samsung claims will easily last through a full day of heavy use. which is exactly what you want from a portable productivity or media device. The software is where you see the AI trickle down again. Both the Tab S10 FE and FE Plus get the Circle to Search feature, which is genuinely one of the most useful AI features I've used this year. Being able to just circle something on the screen with the S Pen and instantly get Google search results for it is incredibly intuitive and fast. It's a smart inclusion that makes these budget tablets feel a lot more premium. For people who want a large screen and a stylus for productivity and media consumption without breaking the bank, these FE tablets are looking like a very, very compelling option. Smarter art and wireless TVs. Okay, let's talk about the big screens. Samsung's TV lineup is getting some key upgrades for 2025, focusing on picture quality, AI, and aesthetics. The flagship Neo QLED 8K and 4K TVs are back with improved panels. The blacks look deeper, the colors pop even more, and the brightness is pretty incredible, which is great for viewing in bright rooms. The real star, though, is the new AI processor inside. It's doing more than just upscaling content. It's actively analyzing each scene to optimize contrast, motion, and sound in real time. The demo they showed was impressive, making standard HD content look remarkably close to native 4K. A big quality of life improvement is the move towards wireless connectivity. The new One Connect box, which houses all the ports for your TV, can now transmit a full-fat 4K 120Hz signal to the screen wirelessly. This means you can have a single, thin power cable going to your wall-mounted TV and hide the box with all your messy HDMI cables somewhere else entirely. It's a huge win for anyone who cares about a clean, minimalist setup. It's the kind of feature that seems small, but makes a massive difference in day-to-day living. And of course, we have to talk about the frame, which gets a new Pro model this year. It has all the picture quality improvements of the new Neo QLEDs, but in that signature art-inspired design. The anti-reflection matte display is even better this year, making digital art look uncannily like a real painting. The Art Store access has been expanded, now offering over 3,000 pieces of art from world-renowned museums and galleries. It's still the best-looking TV when it's turned off, and now with the Pro model, the picture quality when it's on is truly top tier. And then there's Bally. Alright, and for the last one we have something different. This is Bally. Samsung has been teasing this little guy for a while, but it seems like it's finally ready for prime time. Bally is a rolling, pet-style AI robot assistant for your home. It looks like a small, colorful bowling ball, and it just roams around your house on its own. It's packed with sensors, a camera, and even a built-in projector. The idea is that it's a mobile hub for your smart home, an assistant that can follow you from room to room. Its list of functions is pretty ambitious. It can patrol the house when you're away and send you video updates. It can connect to and control your other smart devices, so you can tell it to turn on the lights or start the robot vacuum. It can follow you while you do a home workout, projecting the workout video onto a wall and using its camera to share your form and data with your Galaxy Watch. It can even answer calls for you, projecting the caller's video onto a nearby surface. It's a very futuristic concept. Honestly, I'm not sure who this is for yet. It's a fascinating piece of technology, and the demos were very cool, but it also raises a lot of questions about privacy and practicality. Is it a solution in search of a problem? Maybe. But you have to give Samsung credit for swinging for the fences and trying something genuinely new and weird. It's the kind of ambitious sci-fi tech that gets you thinking about what the future of the smart home could actually look like. I can't wait to get one in and see how it actually works in a real home environment. The big picture. So there you have it, a quick look at Samsung's entire 2025 lineup. As you can see, the overarching theme this year is pretty clear. Everything is getting smarter, thinner, and more connected. The foldables are more refined than ever, with the Fold 7's incredible thinness and the Flip 7's impressive battery life. The watches have a fresh new design and deeper AI integration. And from the budget-friendly FE tablets to the ultra-premium TVs and even the futuristic Bally robot, Galaxy AI is being woven into the fabric of every single device. It's a really cohesive ecosystem play. Samsung isn't just making individual products anymore. They're building a platform where every device works together more intelligently. This was just a first look, of course. There's so much more to dig into with each of these gadgets, from camera tests and battery benchmarks to real-world usability. I'm really looking forward to putting them all through their paces for the full reviews. But for now, I want to hear from you. Which of these devices caught your eye the most? Are you excited about the ultra-thin Fold 7, the affordable Flip FE, or maybe the new Watch 8 Ultra? Let me know down in the comments which products you want a deep dive review on, or if you want updates on pricing as soon as it's announced. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see those full reviews, be sure to get subscribed so you don't miss them. Catch you in the next one.